Prêt pour le défi?
And so we're one point each here. Kilhenny with the mark, plays on quickly, kicks long. That's how you play nines football. But just misdirected kick there by the Englishman and cut off at the full-back. Walton flies high. Here's Bickerdike cleaning up at the back. Dodges, weaves onto his left. Shank along the ground. Great pick up there. Walton's away. Advantage, play on. No, he's going to bring it back now. Shawnee Walton stopped. And that's Steve Maguire there.
So Steve Maguire has the ball right now. He's looking for options in the forward line for England. He spots up someone, but it gets tapped away well by the Croatian defenders. Working very well right now in defence, Croatia. Taps it out. And that's Kravar. No, maybe not. But the English clean up in the centre of the ground. And again, number 5 for England. Cleans it up. Kicks it again into the forward line. Croatian defence still strong. Gets it out of there. Only as far as the boundary line though. And it stays in. No, the umpire has called a free kick and play on. The Croatians here with Josip Kravar. Kicks it into the forward line. Just misdirected and it goes to the English defence. Both defenders are playing well, both teams' defenders. Oh, there's a big contest there in the middle of the ground. Probably should have been a free kick to England. But nonetheless, Croatia get the kick into the forward line. England clean up in defence again, kick it back into the centre of the ground. It's staying around this part, but England have the run forward and they get a point. Very close to having a goal there for England.
Lee Tarn with the miss there, just play opened up for him and probably should have made more of the opportunity, to be honest. It was a goal begging, gone missing there. We've got the big man smashing the ball back in. He should have been in the long kick competition. That's gone 50 metres. Sean Walton cleans up, kicks long. Lee Tarn by himself. Oh, and the mark, the free kick. Pay what you like there. He's taken that 25 metres out. Pretty much directly in front. Goes back. Composes himself. Should kick the goal, Lee, after that horrible miss, that first one. It's another miss. He's missed everything there. No score. Missed to the right-hand side. And big number 33, Josipovi, will return the ball back into play. No, I'm stand corrected. Pumps it about 40 metres. Big number 8. That's Josip Habulak. Let's just call them all Josip. There's plenty of them in this Croatian team. Kicking long down the line. Big Ivan Ivos. Yes, what a mark. Bickerdike's probably had the better of him so far, but that was a solid mark in front. And he loves these shots at goal, Ivan Ivos. What would you say, Michael? 40 metres out, about a 45-degree angle?
Definitely about 40
out. Chicken on the mark.
And
something different from Bickerdike.
Bickerdike seems to be a bit strange at the moment. Maybe he's taken some sort of supplement during the games, but big mark there in the back line for England. Big pack mark. It's taken by Kilhenny. Passes it to their number 5, who is currently dominating. He kicks it deep into the centre of the ground. It looks like it's all Croatia there, but England are just diving all over it. But Croatia also diving on it. And Croatia clean up from the back line, get it into their forward line. And it's a boundary throw in. The umpire throws it in. It's a little bit short. The umpire is calling it back, getting him to throw it in again. As we've said plenty of times today, there are a few less experienced umpires. It might even be their first time umpiring today. They're all brand new to the umpiring fraternity, so they are going to make mistakes. Here we go, Croatia comes through and kicks a big goal! And they're very excited about it. And he comes straight off the ground after kicking the goal. What do you think of that one, Ben?
Yeah, good goal. Keep the scoreboard ticking over there. It's 7-2. So 1 goal, 1 Croatia, 7. 2 behinds to England. It's the first goal in what's been a fascinating contest so far. These two teams are evenly matched. They've had a lot of good games over the years. The big ruckman, Josip Habilak, just belts that one forward. And then Croatia kick a tumbling, crumbling behind. England will pump this one back into play. The long kick out of full-back from a behind is a real weapon for teams to use if they've got a big hoof. But he's just turned that one straight over to the young Croatian 34, who's kicked it on to Tomislav Svetko, who just sucks that one into a chest mark and will line up from 25 metres, 45-degree angle. We're directly behind this. Svetko loves a goal, we must say. Watch him go berserk if he kicks this one. Lines up, takes his time, very deliberate approach. Smashes it straight through the middle, turns around to his teammates and yells something in Croatian that sounds like "come on," with gun 1 and 2 flexed to his teammates.
He seems like a very happy man after kicking that goal, and it was a very good goal as well. Just for anybody watching, we were right behind that one, and we had a perfect view of it sail straight through the centre, and the umpires balled it up again in the centre, and England have got the breakaway. They're going forward through their number 17, kicks it into the forward line. The Croatians run past it. Number 14 for England's got it, and he he, as you can hear, not only my gasp, and not only my ooh, but as well as the oohs from the audience. That one didn't go through. Instead, he got tackled as he kicked, and it went out of bounds, and the umpire will throw it in.
Can you take it to the tournament centre?
The umpire is throwing it up, just pretty much outside the goal square for England. English player tackles the Croatian defender, and it's a ball up again, about 15 metres out, not even 10 metres out from the English goal. And the umpire has picked out an English free kick, and they'll line up for their first goal. At the moment, the score stands as Croatia 2 goals, 14 to England 2 points. England lining up to bring the margin back to 6 points. The Croatians aren't happy with this free kick. They're going in very hard, very aggressive. They definitely want to win. And number 14 for England,
Stephen Maguire.
And 14 for England, Stephen Maguire.
Doesn't look confident.
Does not look confident. But he lines up and kicks it straight through the middle. It's very deceptive. Gives high fives all around to his teammates. Heads back to the middle to contest the next ruck contest.
Great goal by England. That's their first for the day. That'll give them a little bit of energy. They were looking a little flat, but in this game, because it's such short time frames, that one goal can make all the difference. So they're only 1 goal behind now. Walton tries to clear there. Very clean with his hands. Hits the out wide man. Should score from here. Just doesn't quite make good contact with that one. Looked a bit shin. And again, we've got an English behind. So 1 goal 3-9 plays 1 goal 2-14 for the Croatians. It's a forward mongrel punt. Josip just gets a little hand on that. Tries a little behind the back, a la NBA style. Under the pump there, he's fighting hard. Walton now clears for the English. Roscoe handballs wide. Hits up number 10, Matt Whiteley, who then delivers to Lee Tarn coming out of full forward. That is high quality football by the English. That went handball out. Oh, and a pass. Oh, he's played on. No, he's cooked it. Don't tell me. England just had all of that and just in a splash of a second undo all their hard work, and Svetko now pumps long in the Croatian forward line. Ivos after it gives away a free kick. Helps his mate up there that he just poleaxed into the behind post. Lucky it's made of very light aluminium and it's been well padded. Ian Mitchell, who's not getting any younger, will pump this back into play. All his students up in Wolverhampton will be watching this feed, no doubt, barracking for their PE teacher. Svetko slung to the ground. Walton with the punch. Might have been better advised to take possession. 17 has just, Mark Todd has just removed half of the ground with his knee, but gets a free kick for his trouble and will now pump it long. Top of the goal square, as they say. Lee Tarn battles hard, doesn't take the mark. 14's after it. Steve Maguire, followed closely by the Croatian Jan Dozel. Handball goes to nobody, straight up in the air. Luka's after it, no, doesn't get it. The Croatian dives on top, get rid of the ball, they say. Pump it long from full back, that's what he does. Straight to Ivos, pushed underneath the ball, gets a free for his trouble. And Ivos, who we know loves a goal, as well as Tomislav, will line up.
So the big number 17 for Croatia, Ivan Ivos, is taking the kick. He's about 35 to 40 metres out. He'll probably kick from about 40 to 45 metres out. Can he get this one through? I'm sure everyone here is behind him. I know the French here aren't the biggest fans of the English, and I'm sure they would want the Croatians to win. But he hooks it to the left for a minus score. But the Croatians are holding them off. They lead 2 goals 3-15 to 1 goal 3-9. At the moment, the Croatians have all the run of play. The English just can't seem to put anything on the scoreboard or get it past the Croatian defence. Although the Croatians are having trouble getting it past the English defence as well. Number 11 for England right now takes it, Graham Bickerdijk. The Croatian defence again mopping up. Soccers it out of bounds. Could it be deliberate? No, the umpire has called throw in, and he will get over there as soon as he's finished his Sunday stroll, and he will throw the ball in. So the time is ticking down. Just over 3 minutes remaining in this half. The umpire has called, what has he called? A free kick? He has called a free kick to England, and he's explaining that the Croatian player was holding the English player when he shouldn't have been in the ruck contest. So now number 16 for England, Lee Tarn, is lining up for goal here. He should put this one through. He runs around and kicks, and it's a beautiful goal. It's another 6 points for England and scores a level here at Bordeaux. So they're bringing it back to the centre as the English slap each other's hands. The Croatians are looking angry. They want this game. So do the English. It'll be interesting to see who can come out on top. Umpire throws it up again. Big Croatian pumps it deep into the forward line. They get the handball going forward. Josip Kravar gets pinned, holding the ball. Great tackle from the English player. Kicks it out of defence, but straight to a Croatian. They're having a bit of difficulty with this, both defences. And the big number 55 wants to go back. Tomislav Svetko wants to go back from about 50 metres out.
Svetko can kick the distance here and he knows it. He's gone back 25 metres, Merv Hughes style. Big run up here, strange hold of the ball, but he can really hoof a ball. Here we go, ride this home. What a kick, but working left to right and misses to the right hand side for a behind. It's an important behind though, coming into half time. That puts them 1 point up on the English. It's 2 goals 4 to 2 goals 3. Bickerdike to bring the ball back in. He's doing some sort of set play by dropping the ball, fiddling with his sock. Does it work? Walton on the lead, spills the mark though. Ducks under the tackle. Good umpiring to let that go. Roscoe gets the ball back, kicks long. The Croatian turns first. He's quicker, he's faster, but gives it up to Lee Tan. Lee Tan shoots for goal. Ball dribbling. The Croatian's lost his feet. That's critical at this time. Oh, and the Englishman keeps his feet, Jack Wood, and just goes bang, and the Croatian picks himself up slowly, knowing that that was a critical error. You must keep your feet, young man. Yeah, he's disappointed. He's come straight to the bench. He's injured. I'd be feigning an injury as well. That wasn't good football. Here's the ruckman. Oh, big jump by Ivos, the Croatian. Jack Wood taps it on to Sean Walton. Great tackle. Jack Wood's got it back. Can he make it 2 in a row in the matter of seconds? He does. Jack Wood on fire for the English. Now we're at 4 goals 3 to the English after Jack Wood, little super special. The time has expired. Umpires getting together to just see if that one counts. I think they've called that there was 2 seconds left on that kick. I'm not sure, we'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see. Conversation ensures. I'm sure we'll hear from the umpires in terms of whether that one's to count or not. And we'll be back after the break to bring you the scores.
We're back here for the second half, which is about to start. The last goal of the first half wasn't counted, as we've just found out, so the scores are in fact 3-3, 21 England to Croatia, 2-4, 16. It's still a very close match with both teams going extremely hard and wanting to win. The umpire balls it up in the centre. Big Croatian gets the big fist again. Number 55, Tomislav Svetko, goes forward again. The Croatians, no, the English mop up. And now they have the run on through number 16. He almost gets tackled and he kicks it into the forward line and spots up number 1 for England, Jack Wood, the man of the moment at the moment. Kicked a very clever goal, banana goal just before the siren. And the Croatians always up to their antics to try and put their opponents off. And it has worked. The Croatians have put them off and England get another point. Scores are now 3-4, 22 to Croatia, 2-4, 16.
Yeah, just to clear that up, the umpires got together there at half-time and certainly one of the centrals had noticed time had run out before young Jack Wood kicked that last goal, so that's why the readjustment on the scoreboard. Sean Walton releases with the handball back to Mitchell. Great kick to number 10, Matt Whiteley, who now goes long at goals. Flies in from the side, the young fella, and then gets up like a quick little jack-in-the-box. Stephen Maguire pops back up to his feet, slides in with the sliding foot, and kicks a goal off the ground. And celebrates. Gives the thumbs up to his teammates. Thanks very much, he says. Keep bringing it into me. I'll kick the goals. Get out of my way. So Hill, the umpire, returns back to the middle with the ball. Launches it in the air. Big Habilak contesting with the much skinnier Lee Tarn. Zvonimir gets the ball forward to Ivos. Ivos fumbles a little bit under extreme pressure. Yeah, you can't do that. He's hit it with the palm forward off the hand. It's left his hand before hitting it. Walton kicks long to the wing. Lee Tarn takes the mark. Much too far out to score for this man. But hits the pocket to Jack Wood, the man of the moment. Oh, his opponent just slides in. Young, who is that? Number 34, we don't have him in the book. Svetko takes the mark on centre wing. He'll pump this long. Ivos, not to his advantage, but here comes Mirko. He's there for the return handball, but doesn't see him. It's out to Rory Old, who then passes on. Big contest. Oh, the ponytailed man just taps to himself, says, I'll have some of that. Handballs along to nobody, in effect. Oh boy. He doesn't know what to hold at the moment. It's your kick, my boy. You can't go off. But I think he's injured 3 different parts of his body there. And Kravar will take the free kick for him.
So as as one Croatian goes off in pain and agony, another kicks it into their forward line, and he keeps it in. Mirko keeps it in and goes for goal and misses off to the right, and that's a point for Croatia. They're closing the gap. They're now down by 11 points, so it takes less than two goals for Croatia to be in front again.
Not that goal. That guy kicked it. Across his centre forward.
England, big kick back into the field of play from the goals.
Oh boy, what's happened to him?
There's been a lot of injuries happening today. Another Croatian is down injured. It appears that he might have gotten a knock to the stomach. Maybe no, it's to the leg. Looks like he's hurt his ankle.
Just for everyone's interest there watching, there is no time off in this format, even though the umpire signalled a bit of time off there. We've just got to continue play. It's such a tight format. The ponytailed man, Josipovic, kicks down to Svetko. Svetko marks. Again, he should back himself here. He can definitely kick the distance. It's probably only 40 metres out. I'll back him to kick this. Big hoof. Straight through the middle. Again, turns to his friends, his mates, his colleagues, and celebrates. He loves to show gun 1 and gun 2 to the crowd. Flex those biceps and say, come on boys, come with me. It's 23-28. They find themselves 1 goal down. One straight kick could put them up by a point here, Michael. So it's a tight contest. Still plenty of time on the clock.
And the ball has just gone up and into play again, and Croatia has it and they're moving forward. But the umpire has called a free kick against them and it's going to England right now, number 5, Matthew Kilheeney. He's assessing his options, looking for the best one, which is very wise to do in this situation. Bombs it into the forward 50, comes off hands, and that's a throw from England and a Croatian free kick. And the ponytail man takes it again. So Josipovic, no, it is not Josipovic. There's another defender for Croatia, kicks it long and onto the left-hand wing if you're going Croatia's way. And again, Svetko takes it and he's about to kick it into the forward line for Croatia.
Svetko planning an absolute handful for Mitchell here. Just contested mark after contested mark. This one's slightly further away, probably another 5 metres, but he did clear the line by about 10 in the last shot. He's a big hoof of a kick. That's going the top of the goal square. Won't make the distance. Touch through for a behind with the contest on the goal line. Brings Croatia 1 point closer. We're at 3 goals 6, Croatia 24 versus 4 goals 4, 28. Go along to the forward flank here. Ball trickles out. 12 minutes on the clock still. Second half well and truly underway. Ivos with the tap down. Good releasing handball, but fumbly from the Croatians, and we've got another throw in.
The umpire throws it in from the boundary line. The big Croatian takes it uncontested, but he taps it straight to an Englishman. And then he smothers the ball as the Englishman kicks it, and the Croatians are in possession again. Dribbled along the ground, and the big mullet, number 8, looked like he had a mullet. Tom Stewart ran through from England, but kicks it straight to Josipovic again. Josipovic, for the 400th time today, mops it up from the back line and kicks it out to Svetko, but he sees it safely out on the wing on the far side. And the umpire throws it in. It's back into the centre. Josip Krava goes after it aggressively as always. Svetko is in there. He gets it now. He tries a handball over the top. He should have just kicked it. England are back in possession. And it's trickled through and England line up and they get... Is that a goal? They get the goal. England push further in front. Do they or don't they? Yes, England did get the goal there. So now the scores stand at 5 goals 4, 34 to 3 goals 6, 24. Croatia going to be hard pressed to come back and win this one at this point. There's still plenty of time though, just over 10.5 minutes left. And if they get the centre break here and get a quick goal, and they could be onto something. There's a big contest in the middle. It doesn't look like it's going anywhere, I feel like. And yes, the umpire has called a ball up. There's a bit of a tussle going on in the middle of the ground. Big Svetko's involved. You wouldn't want to get on the wrong side of him. But out of that has come a Croatian free kick, and Svetko's in the play again. Goes up for the mark, but he doesn't get it. Spoiled by the English defence. They take it out. Kicks it straight into the forward line. Number 16 is there, Lee Tarn, but he sees it over the boundary line with Josipovi has probably been one of Croatia's better players so far in this match. On the other hand, Lee Tarn has also been one of England's better players, so they're hard to split at the moment. And Lee Tarn takes the tap, but hits it straight to Joseph Kraver. He kicks it. And there we go. Big Svetko takes a big contested mark. He's about 40 metres out again. He'll go back and kick the goal. My apologies, that's not Tomislav Svetko. It's Habijak. And he goes back and goes bang, but just off to the side and kicks a point.
Igor Gales, these guys there's so many shaved heads out there, it's very hard to tell the difference with the Croatians. Big bodies, shaved heads. Tap onto the boot there. Clever play by Booth. Looks a little injured, to be honest. The knee doesn't look great. He's limping around, the Huddersfield star. Ivos with the ruck work. Punched by Rory Auld. Ball dribbles on. 25 turns first. Ball spills out. I just feel like there was no talk to the Englishman Roscoe Ashman there. And once again, we've got an injured Croatian. They are just piling up on the sidelines. But they seem to come back. They just need little breathers on the sideline. Give them a couple of minutes and then they charge back on. Kick out from the young Croatian. Bangs long. Walton tries to spoil, but what a mark from the really well-built fella there. We haven't got his number though. I think it might be Igor Gales again. Or Yabalak. Svetko. He's going for his 15th contested mark of the game. He's after it again. Bickerdale. Ball is held in. And the umpire says, that's mine.
The umpire is balling it up here, just near the Croatian goal. The big Croat gets up, but gives away a free kick. And Walton will take it deep in the Croatian forward line, but he'll be looking to pump it long, and he fakes a kick, gets around his player. It's called a balk in AFL. And the Croatians get possession again. No, they get bumped off the ball. The English player takes it out, but Croatians get it again. It's a game of ping pong here. I don't want to get this wrong. I think that is Svetko who has the ball. It is Svetko who has the ball. And he's lining up for a big goal. He's kicking almost the length of the field, but he seems to like to do that. Coming in, drives it long, just lacking the accuracy. Gets one more behind for Croatia. Again, a classic example of not taking your opportunities when they're given to you. Possibly a better option there would have been to kick it short to another player who was closer to goal. But it doesn't matter now. The Croatians mop it up from the England kick in. Big number 8, Josip Hajlak, takes it but kicks it straight to Walton. Sean Walton kicks it short, spots up a player in the middle there. Good accuracy. It looks like number 13, Ross Ashman. Number 14 chases Stephen Maguire, but he can't get there. The ball dribbles over the line in the English forward line. The umpire, as he has been doing all day, takes a few steps in from the boundary. Throws it in. Number 14 backs back to try and take possession, but he gives away a free kick because that is not allowed in this game. And the English player number 16, Lee Tan, again is lining up for goal. It's going to take a big kick. Falls just short, but number 14, Stephen Maguire, runs through, doesn't take the mark, but it's still deep in England's forward line. Tries to be a soccer goal there. He ends up kicking him in the ribs. And very sore Croatian picks himself up and takes the free kick. Croatians have been great at becoming injured in this game, but they've still got the numbers out there somehow.
Bit of a tactical change by the English, and they've shifted Whiteley onto big ruckman onto Svetko at centre half back, try and cut out his influence, and it's having a slight effect, to be honest. Igor isolated the big man. Kravar tries to take him on. One of those sling tackles that young McCormick next to me loves so much. And it's had the desired effect. Oh, the big man just sticks the jukes up. Tomislav Marzi, haven't seen much of him today. That's an important mark at half-back. Hits it forward. Why wouldn't you kick it to Svetko? Walton with the good spoil. Tries to dribble on the ball. Needs to be picked up. A bit of cleanness required. Just falls into his back lazily. But the umpire says, I'll have it.
Number is balling up here, pretty much in the centre of the ground. There's just under 3 minutes remaining in this game, and the Croatians need 9 points to win this. So, realistically, they need 2 goals to win. They're going in the forward line now. Oh, and he almost kicked one of them. There's a point there again for the Croatians, and they are not taking their chances here. It's 3 goals, 9-27 to England, 5 goals, 5-35. And it's just another classic example of a team who may lose the match because they just don't take their opportunities when they're handed there to them. English player number 2, Alistair McKinnell, takes it, big left foot, up and under kick. Josipov gets underneath the ball, gets it out to his player, he's fumbling a little bit, taps it forward, gets it out of there, well done. Straight to Cravo, who takes a juggling one-handed mark, kicks it into the forward line, and the big Croatians are up there, but the English defence stands tall and gets it out. But no further than Josip Krava again, who mops it up around the centre of the ground as he does many times in every match. He kicks it long, and again Croatia gets another point. So Croatia are now on 3 goals 10 to England 5 goals 5.
Only 7 points the difference. The English are going to probably try and slow this up with a minute to go, but this could all happen quickly if we can get a goal and a behind. Certainly not barracking for a draw, but Kravar breaks free, kicks long, behind. Makes it 6 points the difference. With 37 seconds to go. 13 seconds to go. He's going to milk this for all it's worth with 10 seconds to go. He'll stretch. He'll feign injury. He's been told to play on. The Croatian hasn't heard it. 2 seconds to go, and that is the ball game. The English go through to the cup final for the first time in a number of years, maybe even the first time ever. And the Croatians, a heartbreaking loss. 6 points the difference. And where you see the difference really is in the scoring shots. The accuracy has killed the Croatians. We've ended with England 5 goals, 5, 35, so 10 scoring shots to 3 goals, 11. 3 goals, 11, I repeat, 29. That's 14 scoring shots to 10. The Croatians will feel hard done by here. But the moral of the story is there's 6.4 metres at either end of the ground. Kick the ball through there and you get 6 points.
That's right, and it looks like the Italians are taking the ground. They must have beaten the French in the... No? Oh, sorry. My mistake. The Italians are taking the ground against the French in this next match here on Field 1 in the second preliminary final, to see who goes through to the grand final against England. Obviously the Croatians are very underwhelmed with the result, having lost by 6 points. But we'll go on to our next match shortly.